Books give us soul to the universe, wings to the mind, flight to the imagination, and life to everything. Human behavior flows from three main sources: desire, emotion, and knowledge. Excellence is not a gift, but a skill that takes practice. There are two things a person should never be angry at: what they can help and what they cannot. When men speak ill of thee, live so as nobody may believe them. Character is simply habit long continued. Good actions give strength to ourselves and inspire good actions in others. To be afraid of death is only another form of thinking that one is wise, when one is not. It is to think that one knows what one does not know. No one knows with regard to death whether it is not really the greatest blessing that can happen to man, but people dread it, as though they were certain it is the greatest evil. No wealth can ever make a bad man at peace with himself. The untrained mind keeps up a running commentary, labeling everything, judging everything. Best to ignore that commentary. Don't argue or resist, just ignore. Deprived of attention and interest, this voice gets quieter and eventually just shuts up. A library of wisdom is more precious than all wealth, and all things that are desirable cannot be compared to it. Whoever, therefore, claims to be zealous of truth, of happiness, of wisdom or knowledge, must become a lover of books. The first and greatest victory is to conquer yourself. To be conquered by yourself is of all things most shameful and vile. An empty vessel makes the loudest sound, so they that have the least wit are the greatest babblers. The measure of a man is what he does with power. Do not train a child to learn by force or harshness, but direct them to it by what amuses their minds, so that you may be better able to discover with accuracy the peculiar bent of the genius of each. Bodily exercise, when compulsory, does no harm to the body. But knowledge which is acquired under compulsion obtains no hold on the mind. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Knowledge becomes evil if the aim be not virtuous. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow. Good people do not need laws to tell them to act responsibly, while bad people will find a way around the laws. Ignorance, the root and stem of every evil. Those who tell the stories rule society. You should not honor men more than truth. Those who are able to see beyond the shadows and lies of their culture will never be understood. let alone believed by the masses. People are like dirt. They can either nourish you and help you grow as a person, or they can stunt your growth and make you wilt and die. There is in every one of us, even those who seem to be most moderate, a type of desire that is terrible, wild, and lawless. The man who finds that in the course of his life he has done a lot of wrongs often wakes up at night in terror, like a child with a nightmare, and his life is full of foreboding. But the man who is conscious of no wrongdoing is filled with cheerfulness and with the comfort of old age. Man is a tamed or civilized animal. Nevertheless, he requires proper instruction and a fortunate nature. And then of all animals, he becomes the most divine and most civilized. But if he be insufficiently or ill-educated, he is the most savage of earthly creatures. In order for man to succeed in life, God provided him with two means: education and physical activity, not separately, one for the soul and the other for the body, but for the two together. With these means, man can attain perfection. Excessive liberty, whether it lies in state or individuals, seems only to pass into excessive slavery. Courage is knowing what not to fear.